Hey, my name's Ben, and I live for adventure. I've spent the last year exploring Colorado, and I'm getting ready to embark on my greatest adventure yet at the U.S. Coast Guard Academy. But before that, join me on an adventure across America. The plan is simple. I've got 30 days to go from Colorado to Maryland, but we'll take the long way. The goal is to soak up my last bit of freedom before starting my military career and explore what this beautiful country has to offer. We said goodbye to Colorado school mines and hit the road, trying to stay ahead of a late season Colorado snowstorm.
It's gonna be a good one. It is very snowy right now.
Made it over Loveland Pass, going through the tunnel. It's snowing now. It'll be good to be on the other side of it. Made it through the pass and it started snowing on us, but we got through. Now we're at the Walmart here in Silverthorne, Colorado. It's a rainy night. Nothing like starting the road trip off camping in the Walmart parking lot. Made it to Quandary Peak Trailhead and we got about 3 miles up. It's starting to snow on us, but hopefully the heavy snow holds off until we get back. This will be our first winter 14er, so should be fun. No fall road. Despite blizzard conditions and visibility less than 20 feet at times, we made it to the summit of one of Colorado's highest mountains. Back to the car, 5 hours. That was a really fun adventure to start the trip. A little bit of a drive out through western Colorado. Should be pretty snow to look at. Hopefully the roads aren't too bad. We made it over a couple snow-covered passes and through to western Colorado, where we found a place to camp on BLM land. All right, so we got some dinner, and now we're gonna do some mountain biking. We continue to make our way west to Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, which is home to a 2 to 3,000 foot deep canyon with really cool rock formations. Along the south rim of the canyon, we drove the Rim Drive and stopped at many overlooks, went on some short hikes, and experienced the scale and magnitude of the canyon below. We were blown away by this unique geological feature in the middle of western Colorado.
This keeps getting better and better.
After getting some good views from the rim, we wanted to explore the canyon further, so we continued driving to Gunnison Gorge Wilderness.
We got all of our stuff set out for a one-night pack rafting camping trip. I dropped Dawson off here, then drive to the other trailhead, which we'll be at tomorrow. Been nice knowing you. This is the middle of nowhere. I'm dropping you. I'll be back. Made it to Duncan Trailhead, and now I'm gonna bike back to where I left Dawson. We picked Dawson back up. We got the big heavy backpacks on now with all our camping and paddling gear, and we're gonna hike about 4.5 miles down to the put-in. Super cool. I see the water. What? This place is insane. Look at that view. Wow. If you're wondering, this is a two-person pack raft. All of our stuff can go inside the tubes in the zipper. The boat is inflated, all the gear is inside.
I'm very excited.
About 3.5 miles to our camp for the night. A couple class 3, maybe some flat water, some small rapids, beautiful views. Woo. Here we go. Okay, you're gonna get some water. Power forward. Woo. The sun's still hitting. Paddle, 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 paddle. Woo! Nice. Shoot. Forward, forward. Woo. Mile from our tent or our campsite, and we swung a hole. So this is some tape we had in the first aid kit trying to hold it in. We're gonna see if it holds air now. Losing a little air, but we're doing pretty good. Got about a 1/4 mile to our takeout. I've made it.
This is a good place to sleep for the night.
Feels so refreshed now. We're gonna get some dinner. Sun's gonna set pretty soon. And the sun's coming up. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here on the river. And we're gonna get packed up. It's been a great spot here at Duncan Point. Beautiful views. And now we're gonna hike back up the canyon. It's such a steep climb, but we got a good view of the river. This is a serious hike out, pretty much straight up the wall. Just back to the car. It's only been a mile and a half, about 1,000 feet of vert. Yeah, now we're gonna do some driving towards Moab. As you guys can see, we've made it to the desert. A hike to Corona Arch. So that was a super cool hike. Even though we skipped Arches National Park on this trip, still got some cool arches. Nice and refreshed. Now we're gonna drive to Canyonlands.
Canyonlands National Park in central Utah is home to over 500 square miles of remote desert wilderness. We only explored a small portion of this park by driving the Island of the Sky Road and going on some short hikes.
Oh wow.
We headed out of Canyonlands, drove about an hour west, and made it to camp for the night at a KOA.
Really good day. See you in the morning. Plan for today is to drive from here in Green River, Utah, southwest towards Zion National Park. And we have made it to Capitol Reef National Park. We're here at Hickman Natural Bridge, and it's about a 3-mile hike. We'll check it out.
Capitol Reef National Park is one of Utah's least visited national parks, but we found it to have some of the best scenery in the state and really enjoyed our visit.
Amazing stop at Capitol Reef. Now we're going to keep driving south. We're here now at the Escalante area, and we're gonna hike to Lower Calf Creek Falls. This place is insane. That was a spectacular waterfall and swimming spot. Super awesome. One of our favorite spots in the desert so far.
We got back to the car, drove a couple more hours, and then made it to Bryce Canyon National Park.
No view quite like it.
Bryce Canyon is known for having a high concentration of a unique rock formation called hoodoos.
So we're gonna do the Navajo Loop. Hoodoo.
Hoodoo. How much could a hoodoo do if a hoodoo could hoodoo? A hoodoo would do all they do a hoodoo if a hoodoo could hoodoo.
Ooh, that's the question. Sunset Point's the place to be apparently. We got the grill out, we're cooking at Sunset Point. What are we cooking up? Beef stroganoff. We got some dinner and the sunset. Now we're gonna drive about an hour and camp in some BLM land. Made it into Zion National Park. We're gonna do the Canyon Overlooks Trail. The first impressions of Zion, Dawson.
Oh, I like Zion. I like Zion a lot.
So we made it to the visitor center. We snagged our permit, so we'll be backpacking later tonight. But first, we're gonna bike up from the visitor center to the Narrows. Biked up just under 8 miles, really chill, really awesome bike. And now we're gonna hike the Narrows. now we're gonna bike back. It's gotten a little bit toasty out. And we made it back to the car. Ice cream stop. Now we got our backpack.
We took the bus to our trailhead, jumped in the river to cool off, and started our backpacking trip.
And we're gonna be doing the West Rib Trail. Now we've got 4.5 miles. Look out. There's Angel's Landing. Alright, it's a nice night here. We're gonna get some sleep. Made it back to the visitor center. One of the best backpacking trips. And now we're gonna jump in the creek, cool off, and then keep driving.
Yeah.
We've really enjoyed our time in Zion National Park. We headed out of Utah and started driving across Nevada. Our first and really only stop in Nevada was Great Basin National Park. Great Basin is home to a unique mountain range on the eastern side of Nevada.
It's really windy up here, and apparently the road's closed. And we're just gonna take a relaxing evening, enjoy this nice campsite, and pick up some dinner. First campfire of the trip.
This is truly the peak of camping now.
Good morning. It's been a really nice spot here. Drive up and explore some of the park. And we're back at the overlook.
The road we wanted to drive was closed the last 5 miles. Luckily, we had our bikes.
So yeah, the road's closed. That's why we have to bike it. Headwind going up. trailhead, and there's a lot of snow here still. I don't think we have time to make a summit attempt, but we're gonna try to get to some cool lakes. It's crazy to think just a couple days ago we were in the desert, now we're back in the snow. We're going for a dip.
It's not bad once you get in.
Whew, nothing like it. Nice and refreshed.
This short 3-mile hike was a great way for us to see Great Basin National Park. However, the conditions really made it challenging.
We made it back to the Wheeler trailhead. All right, 5 miles, bike back.
We left Great Basin and had a 6-hour drive across the entire state of Nevada.
Weatherman Ben here, reporting live from South Lake Tahoe. We got some fresh flurries coming in, about low 28 degrees. And we made it last night into South Lake Tahoe. It's a beautiful morning here. Dawson's back in California.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Lucas on the Loose. I look forward to this fun adventure. Today, we're going to Lake Tahoe, and we're gonna jump in the water and be freezing cold.
It's snowing!
Woo! I love my snow.
And maybe go for a swim. The conditions are ideal.
He says maybe. We're definitely going for a swim.
That is cold. Too cold. Maybe a little chilly.
Dippin' Dots.
So weird about it.
Are we saying goodbye to Dawson? No, it's just Lucas and I. This is, but it's super cool. Sun is finally starting to come out. We're going to be doing a backpacking trip here tonight into Desolation Wilderness, up to Gilmore Lake. 4 miles. We'll get to some snow. Welcome to the Sierras. It's sunny and snowing. finished the snow. And I think we're gonna have to go off trail from now on to find the camp. Weatherman Ben predicts snowy conditions. This hike's been a bit more challenging than we anticipated, but honestly, the snow didn't start until much later than I thought it would. Gilmore Lake.
Gilmore Lake. Tired? To get some macaroni and cheese.
Snow in your hair. The snow's picking up. It's gonna be time to just get in the tent and hunker down for the night. Gotta boil the snow to make some dinner. Mac and cheese.
I'm ready to chow down, boys.
Whoop whoop, let's eat. Sunshine. Time to start walking. Beautiful views. The sun came out this morning. It's been nice. Much back to the car. It has been an amazing one-night trip. Only 4.5 miles, but difficult terrain and quite the adventure.
We made it back to the car, drove along the beautiful Lake Tahoe to the northwestern side of the lake, and we made it to Palisades, Tahoe.
We're here at Palisades, Tahoe. We've only got like an hour, but we're still gonna get some good skiing in. Spring conditions.
I'm hella rusty right now, too.
That was great.
Yeah. Not bad, not bad. I like the views a lot too.
Time to keep driving.
We left Lake Tahoe and started driving west across Northern California.
Pulled off the road. There's this awesome class 3 to class 4 run.
For legal purposes, Ben, are you sure you want to do this?
Absolutely.
And I had no involvement in this. I was trying to convince you otherwise.
That is valid.
All right, let's do it.
We continued driving northwest a couple hours till we found a nice spot to camp.
Arrived to the campsite for the night in the national forest, cooking up some dinner. We got chicken Alfredo for dinner.
We made it into Basin Volcanic National Park. Unfortunately, there was still a lot of snow and the road was closed. We were still able to see the geothermal activity of the sulfur springs, and then we went on a fun adventure.
We're gonna try to climb a mountain and ski down it.
This is going to be very interesting.
Slow and steady wins the race up the hills. Whew. It gets really steep up there. Avalanche terrain, so we're probably just gonna stop here, drop the packs. We're just gonna go up a little bit higher. There's a great view of Basin Peak. Now it's time for the fun part.
Bumpy. A little bit bumpy.
That was a success. Even though most of the park was closed, we still got a good adventure in.
We left Basin Volcanic National Park and continued driving west across Northern California, and we made it to camp for the night in the Trinity River Valley.
Here on the Trinity River, and this is just a first come first serve site right on the river. We're the only ones here, which is super nice. Get some dinner, get some sleep, and tomorrow we'll explore. Running back chicken quesadillas tonight. What a beautiful morning, right on the river. Sun is shining. We're gonna get packed up and get the day going. We're getting on the Trinity River here. off the road and hike down to a really awesome spot here on the Trinity River.
Wow,
So refreshed. And we've made it to the Pacific Ocean. Gonna have a little picnic here. We have made it to Redwoods National Park, and obviously you know what time it is. We're gonna have to take a dip in the Pacific Ocean.
I like the beach.
We are here in Redwoods National State Parks, Northern California. Wow, it's so green. The trees are just so big. It's a big tree. Whoa! Oh, super cool. We just got a little whale sighting off the coast. Got some good videos of it. And it's probably really dark, but we're going to be hiking about a quarter mile to Flint Ridge Camp, where we got a permit for. Right on the coast here, Redwoods, good views. Kind of late, kind of dark, but. All right, so we made it up to the campsite. Nice spot here in Flint Ridge. Kind of hard to start a fire, but we got a good one. Now we're gonna get some sleep. Five-minute hike out. It's pretty nice. And now we're gonna keep driving inland up to Oregon.
On our way north, we got to explore the Redwoods one more time by driving a scenic dirt road.
We're doing the Brilliant Titans Trail now. And we're gonna leave the Redwoods and start driving into Oregon. We found the most blue river. Let's run it! Sunday. Oh yeah. That'd be a huge hole. So much fun. Not too challenging.
We made our way into Oregon towards Crater Lake National Park.
Welcome to Crater Lake National Park. Woo! Crazy how we can go from the coast to snowing this quickly. Is somewhere out there. Nice blue lake. We're gonna go camp about an hour away, and if it's good conditions in the morning, we might come back. Weatherman Ben here. That's a lot of snow. Stay inside, folks. Sunny and dry. We made it to a caraway here. This is such a nice spot right on a lake. Kind of gonna be a wet, rainy night in the tent, but should be all right. Should be a fun day. This will be our first of many Oregon waterfalls. You can really feel the fact that we're into the Pacific Northwest now. 40 degrees and raining. There she is. Amazing waterfall, only about a mile there.
Beautiful.
We're gonna head back to Crater Lake. We made it to Crater Lake, and you can actually see today, unlike yesterday. You can't quite see all the way across, but you can see Wizard Island. It's so blue. Got some grilled cheese and tomato soup. Just in the short time we've been here, you already can't see the lake because the fog's rolling in. So it shows you we got really lucky to get a good view. We're gonna keep driving. And we're here at Bend Whitewater Park, Bend, Oregon. Let's do it. I just wanted to practice my self-rescue. Woo! That was a really fun day at the park. Flipped a couple times, but that's what the park's for. Work on some new skills.
After driving around for about an hour trying to find a spot in the national forest outside of Bend, we finally found a good spot to camp.
Got the tent set up. Nice spot. It's gonna be a nice evening. And good morning. A nice little site here. And the weather's kind of been weird. It's sunny and also raining at the same time. So we're gonna get the tent packed up and get on with the day.
We drove north a couple hours across central Oregon and made our way towards Mount Hood.
Timberline ski area on Mount Hood. You can't really see Mount Hood, is somewhere over there. We'll see how the conditions are. Let's have a fun ski day. much was open, but we still managed to get some good skiing in. And we'll have to come back and ski the actual glacier part of Mount Hood.
We left Mount Hood and started driving back towards the coast, making a quick stop in the beautiful Columbia River Gorge.
Jumping in and getting cold.
After spending the night at a friend's house in Portland, we made our way to the Oregon coast.
Cannon Beach! Now we're going to keep driving north to Washington. And we found a hidden gem of a spot. We're in Olympic National Park, first come first serve spot, but we got it all to ourselves in the rainforest. Beautiful blue river. Now the sun's about to set and it's starting to rain. We're in a rainforest after all. Fun, easy stuff. Now we're gonna keep going.
We had the next 3 days to explore the Olympic Peninsula.
After a couple days of rain, it feels amazing to be on the Pacific with some sunshine. Chef Ben is back in business. In quesadillas. We've made it to the Tahoe rainforest. Just opened back up for the year, so we're getting in. Super stoked. Let's check it out. Now, got the raft in the back. Gonna go up, do like a half-mile hike and like a half-mile paddle on the Tahoe River. Long across over there, so we're gonna cut across the other channel. This is fun. Just like we planned it. It's more hiking than paddling, but still good on a glacier river. All right, now we're gonna leave Tahoe Rainforest, cool spot, and drive back to the beach. I'm gonna do some backpacking tonight. Third beach trailhead. We got a permit to camp down on the beach tonight, 4 miles. We're gonna try to get there before the sun sets. Made it to the campground. Beautiful views. What a night. We're gonna just enjoy the fire, the sunset, and head to bed. Beautiful Pacific night. We're almost back. Yeah, we're gonna keep exploring Olympic on this gorgeous day. Made it to Lake Crescent. Look how blue this water is. 1 mile hike to Rainier Falls. We're here at Lake Crescent. We're gonna paddle across the lake to this place called Devil's Punch Bowl.
Too bad.
It's pretty cold. And we're back. Got the pack raft on the back now. We got Lucas on the bike, Elwha, River Valley, and I'm gonna do some pack rafting. And Lucas is gonna follow me on the bike, take some pictures, be a little safety biker. And it's nice we can scout, make sure there's no logs across. Look at that, we got a log jam all the way across. This is why you scout this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna stay away from it. So we took some bushwhacking, but we made it down. Let's hit it. Coming in! Woo! Woohoo! That was insane. Two trees to avoid. That's why we always scout. We're back to the car. Amazing stretch of river. Get to the Heart of the Hills campground here in Olympic. And this national park site is first come, first serve. Got a nice little spot showing up just before dark. Ben is on duty. Sausage and mac and cheese. This just might be the best meal yet. Egg stuffed burrito. Explore Hurricane Ridge. It's kind of cloudy this morning, but it's going to be a great day. Our last day at Olympic. Let's do it.
We got packed up and started driving along the famous Hurricane Ridge Road, which offers panoramic views of the Olympic Mountains.
Spectacular views. Road to Hurricane Hill is closed, so we're gonna hike down the road about a mile and do Hurricane Hill. Completely snow-covered road. the summit. Views out to this side, views out to this side. Turns out we're gonna get 7 miles in. It's really awesome. Now we're gonna keep driving into Seattle and towards Mount Rainier. Wish we could stay here longer, but gotta keep going east.
We left the Olympic Peninsula, headed back through Seattle, picked up my pappy at the airport, and then made it to an Airbnb. We enjoyed spending the night in the comforts of an Airbnb, and in the morning we headed into Mount Rainier National Park.
And we made it to Mount Rainier. It is a gorgeous bluebird day. Sun is shining, very crowded, but still awesome. We're here at Paradise, gonna hike up to see some views. Wow, look at that view.
We continued driving around Mount Rainier along the scenic Paradise Road Drive. We made our way to the east side of the park.
Got a little lunch break, nice spaghetti. We picked up a new chef along the way.
See ya.
Alright, we've been dropped off. Yeah, I got a permit to camp up on Rainier Peak. The ranger said there's gonna be a lot of snow, so we're prepared for it. And the uphill has begun. It's a 4-mile hike, close to 4,000 feet of vert to get to camp at the top, but hopefully the views will be worth it.
After carrying our packs up 4,000 feet in the snow, we finally reached the summit. We had the fire tower and our campsite all to ourselves, with 360-degree views of Mount Rainier and the surrounding mountains.
And wow, this is a gorgeous view behind us. Gorgeous sunset.
It's the best hike I've ever had.
We'll see you in the morning. Sunrise and another good view of Mount Rainier this morning. It is just so beautiful up here. All right, what a spot. Let's hike back. The way down should be easier, but the snow is a little icy this morning. And it's time to slide down the mountain. got a little sketchy, but we're back on the dry stuff soon. And we just spotted a mom and a cub bear up there. You probably can't see it on the GoPro. We're almost back to the car. What an amazing trip. One of the best places I've ever camped. And definitely worth the hike up. You know, it must have been a good trip if Lucas wasn't complaining. Called it. I said, here goes a white van, and perfect timing on the pickup. Oh, that was a fun little swim. 3 times the charm.
We left Mount Rainier and headed east across eastern Washington, making a quick stop at Palos Falls.
Pretty cool out here in the middle of nowhere.
After enjoying the views of the 200-foot waterfall and surrounding landscape, we continued to find a place to camp at a KOA for the night.
Here in eastern Washington, it's got a nice site. Gonna get some dinner. Nice relaxing night here. So we've been driving east and south across into Oregon now, and the plan was to go into the Eagle Cap Wilderness, and we made it about an hour down a gravel road, but unfortunately we got some really thick snow up here. We got really close, but we're not going to be able to backpack. We're going to keep driving, taking the scenic route. Never doubted it. The van made it through the off-roading. Turns out that was not a shortcut.
After finally getting out of the national forest, we continued driving through northwestern Oregon and finally made it to camp along the Snake River. We set up camp and of course had to get an evening pack raft in.
This is Pine Creek. Here's the Snake River, just above Oxbow Dam. night. Good morning from the Snake River. Good lap there to start the day. Sun is shining this morning. Gonna be a great day. So we made it to Hell's Canyon on the Snake River here at Idaho and Oregon.
Hell's Canyon, Idaho is known for its whitewater rafting. Unfortunately, we didn't have permits to paddle. It was still cool to check out, and hopefully we'll be back there someday. It was a very scenic drive through Hell's Canyon, and we made our way into central Idaho. And we stopped in Boise to drop Pappy off and pick up Mom. Continued driving across central Idaho till we found a place to camp on BLM land.
And welcome to Craters of the Moon National Monument. Driving through central Idaho. Had to make a stop. Seems super cool. Let's check it out. And we're climbing to the top of a cinder cone right now, where the old lava formed the mound.
Craters of the Moon really does look like the moon. It's known for its unique geology formed by the old lava flows.
Very cool cave.
Deep into the cave. To the end of the cave. Pretty far in. We made it out of the cave. Wasn't really expecting this at Craters of the Moon, but insanely awesome.
We finished driving across Idaho and made our way into Wyoming.
We've made it to Grand Teton National Park. So we've hiked a little over a mile to Phelps Lake. Let's check it out. Made it to the rock jump spot. Thank you. Woo! It's a little cold. Woo! Gorgeous spot. And a storm going in, so we're probably gonna book it back. Up some dinner with a crazy view. And we're here at Jenny Lake this morning. Another beautiful day, and we're gonna hike up to Inspiration Point. It's about 3 miles, and then we'll take the boat back. grilled cheese with a nice view. Alright, so we're here at Oxbow Bend, and Lucas and I are going to do about 2 to 3 mile paddle, and then we'll pick up my mom and do about 10 more miles on the Snake here today. Should be pretty awesome. Here's the Pacific Creek. Alright, now we got my mom in the raft. And we're making really good time. The fresh snow melt, river's up, and even without paddling, we're still going 8 to 10 miles an hour, which is crazy fast. Kind of ominous up there. And that was an amazing paddle. Alright, we got a nice dinner. And what an amazing sunset, what an amazing spot. And tomorrow we're going to get up and head into Yellowstone. It's been a great couple days in the Tetons.
We got up early with an ambitious goal of doing a full Yellowstone loop in one day.
And it's been an amazing day here in the park. We pretty much saw the entire park in one day, which is pretty much unheard of. Got to see Old Faithful erupt. What a day in Yellowstone. Such a wild place here. A lot of wildlife, a lot of great scenery. Drive back south towards Grand Teton and camp for the night. Alright, so we drove out of Grand Teton this morning and drove into Pinedale. After 2 hours of gravel road, the van made it, we made it to the Wind River Range. One night kayak camping, Green River Lake. And one of the rental kayaks you got has a hole, had a hole in it before we even started, which is not fun. So we patched it, we dug a stick in it, we'll see if it works. So we're just gonna stash it here, and lucky for us, we have a 2-person pack raft. Oh, we got a nice tent site up up away from the water a bit. And we're just gonna stay here, hold down the fort. All right, we'll be back. Now we're just trying to find our way through the marsh. Dense grizzly territory. Over there. Back to the trail. All up those tracks and made up to a blade. Alright, we're turning around now because we're losing daylight.
It's a good thing I got.
So we got a nice dinner and we're just enjoying the sunset here. It's our last night camping for the trip. Tomorrow we start the drive home. Kind of a bittersweet moment, but we got an awesome night to end it on. Beautiful morning. We're gonna paddle back up to the upper lake and explore this morning. Let's do it. Divide trail. And we found a way better trail up. It's cold. Time to tow the broken boat back across the lake. Pretty much back. Awesome one-night trip to the Green River Lakes. The driving begins. First we gotta do 2 hours on the gravel road. Alright, so there's some nice looking rapids. We're gonna run it in the raft and see if we can beat the car down. Back to the East Coast. We got 3 drivers, so we'll do nice shifts of sleeping and driving. Shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully get home in a couple days, maybe. 'cause we had some car issues this morning, but van is back running, almost to Chicago. And we just left Chicago. We're making a quick stop at Indiana Dunes. Nice beach, cool dunes. We can't swim though, big sad. Just a quick little stop, and now we got about 10 hours, we'll be home. We're almost back. The driving is almost complete. What's up, bro?